Hey boys, welcome back to some more Cricket 19 career mode. Going to be taking on Tasmania in another Sheffield Shield encounter. And we're playing Allan Border Field, so it's going to be could be a bit of a run feast for us. It's quick outfield, short boundaries. Last match we didn't we got a couple of 70s, very well played. Unfortunately, couldn't convert either of those into the triple figures. So I think, what have we got now? Like 10 50s. I'll have a look when we come out to bat, but it's it's probably a couple too many 50s for not enough hundreds, I would say. It's getting to that point. We really need to start converting. Although, we've been batting well. We've been batting really well. It's just cricket, baby. It's just cricket. And I feel like our bowling has actually come leap and bounds. Just things are starting to drop for us, really. We couldn't buy a wicket in our first few matches, but as you see here, average of 24. We've now got a best of 4 for 17, which was an outstanding display. Also, I think this is the first game I've changed my facial hair a little bit, because in real life I'm growing out a little bit of a mustache and the what's it called, like the patch? I don't know what's it called, but I'm growing that out in real life, so I thought I would resemble that in game. It's not quite as slick in game as it's not quite as slick in real life as it is in game, but a little bit of a mix up. But we come on the bowl pretty early on, as it's an aggressive shot. Caleb Jewell there. It's almost a wicket. Couple of, a little bit extra bounce. You just skies that straight to the man. Do not mind seeing that at all. We haven't, I feel like we haven't really been put under any pressure with our bowling as of yet in Sheffield Shield. Batters seem to just be, letting us dot it up, which is fine. Puts pressure on, and we've been reaping some of that reward for consistency lately. As that is an absolute beauty, straight through the gap. Caleb Jewell, see you later. That was I think it was a toppy and not the slider. Either way, it just went straight on. What a wicket. It feels good too, because he played a very similar shot to the one he hit for 4 over mid-on. This time he tried to play it a little bit straighter, maybe more mid-off region, and it just completely done him. He was trying to play a bit aggressive, and we got the wood over him. It's just great bowling. It's really good when stuff comes together like that. So a big wicket. And it's good. Jimmy Pearson, he's showing good faith in us. He's bringing us on early in innings now. Like I said in a previous video, it feels like we get brought on pretty early on to sort of dot it up, and then if we get a wicket or two, that's gravy. But just dot it up and put the pressure on. But we're going to come out the bat. There we go, 950s. We got 950s. The average is almost a tick under 50. And they got 244. It wasn't not a great first innings. As that one we just don't even leave. Well, we leave it. We didn't even play a leave to it. We just sort of was in two minds, and just let it go to the keeper. Not a bad option, as it looks like the day's getting on here. Meredith is absolutely steaming in. That was a quick bumper outside off. That's a tough one to play, unless we want to throw the hands at it, which is, it's pretty safe to really just throw the bat at one's outside off like that, because any sort of, it has to be a pretty faint edge to get out. Like any sort of thicker edge is gonna rock it over the slip. So it's not that risky a shot unless they have like a third man in place. So we punch down the ground nicely for a couple, and we got to weather a bit of the storm. Yeah, like I said, it looks like the day is starting to get to the end of the day. We got a couple of guys trying to steam in here. Bell, we are 3 wickets down as well for not many, which is generally the case. The top order, I feel the batting. I feel like this game, it definitely I don't know. I don't know if I'd say favors bowlers, but it feels like the scores are way lower than Ashes cricket. I feel like I don't know. Batters don't seem to get nearly as many runs. I don't know. It's sort of it's early impressions, I guess. We have to get into the game a bit more to really feel how many runs teams score and stuff, and when we get to internationals, it'll be a better idea. But it's funny as well, actually, because I was thinking about this the other day, that one of the points, when the game before it released, one of like the main points apparently was that games would last like longer. Like in previous games, like you'd get these first class games done and dusted in like 3 days, like. Occasionally they would go longer, but usually it's a video game, so it gets accelerated, and you don't ever really go to the 4th day or even 5th day in test matches. And they sort of, I don't know who said it. I don't know if it was like a journalist or whatever. I think it might have been just like a journalist when they put up like a little review before the game came out. I was reading, or I think I even did a video talking about that sort of stuff, but. It was sort of talking about that and how, you're going to have to block balls and, and the matches are going to go on like actual 4 or 5 days, but I sort of feel like that's not really the case. As this one, we have made a bit of a poor judgment shot there. That was, well, they actually show us the Hawkeye here. It was pretty darn close. And not as close as I thought. It's a bit weird. They don't usually show that. Like, I saw that a couple of times and I thought, oh, that's cool. They show it like when it's really close, but I feel like they don't show it when I bowl. There's been so many times where I've bowled and it looks plumb and it's not out, but they don't show the Hawkeye like that. And that time, that one wasn't that close. It hit us like a fair bit outside off, and the height was a bit high as well, but, they showed it regardless. Yeah, a bit of a lapse in judgment, and it, judging off that sort of ball, it does look like it's getting through, but it's definitely not bouncing as much as other pitches we played on, because previous times that is a classic shot. Beautiful. Our cover drive has been exceptional in this career mode so far. It's definitely been one of our go-to shots. That is just a beautiful shot. But in previous games, that sort of good length you can play back to, and it does get up, probably thigh height, around that waistline height you can play back to. But on this pitch, it feels like the good length balls, they are going to hit the stumps. So we do have to be a lot more wary of getting forward on this pitch. And that, sort of brings the bumper a bit more into play, because if we are planting on the front foot like that, then a quick bumper at the melon could cause a little bit of trouble, but we take it on. There is a couple men back there, so Jackson Bird, I should say. We might see a couple, or it's sort of at the moment it seems like a bit of a double bluff at the minute. They do have a couple men back, as we could have got an overthrow there, but old mate Labuschagne was just so far back in his crease. I couldn't get him through. Is that again just deja vu? Not a huge boundary out there either, and it's just absolutely rocketed. Just a quickie outfield, not the biggest of boundaries, and it's a good shot. So 19 off 24. Labuschagne is 15 off 29. So once again, pretty typical, as that again is beautifully played. They actually had a man. He was more like in front of like an extra cover on the rope patrolling, but we've hit it just a touch square, and it's, look at that is just raced, absolutely raced. So Jackson Bird copying a little bit of punishment there. So 23 now, 25. We're looking real good, gotta say. We've looked comfortable. Only the one real shout at LB previously. Everything else has been coming out of the screws pretty nicely here. As that one, a bit of bounce. As you see there, we did play that one on the back foot, and it did get up enough. As Bo Webster. So this is a good example. I think, I talked about this last game where I was talking about Adam Zampa, the leg spinner, being so much easier to face than an offie, and Bo Webster, not one of the most renowned spinners in the world, obviously. Just sort of a bit of an all-rounder type. So this is a good example of finding it so much more hard, as this one definitely got dropped. That was not an easy one. I do find it funny as well, the keepers. I've talked about this as well, that the keepers are ridiculous. But ones like this, like tough catches like that, they actually put down, which I like. His gloves are sort of in front of the stumps. I don't know, is that a no ball or dead ball, whatever you want to say. But he does put it down. It's a tough chance, but gone begging. But yeah, the off spin, I find, like, even someone like Bo Webster, a good example, I find it so much more difficult to play than a leg spin bowler like Zampa. Don't know what it is. It probably is to do with the ball spinning back into the stumps. We can't, just that sort of length, that sort of line on and around off stump. It's, I don't know, it just feels, it's difficult. And I find myself, a bit like, where do I play it? Like, there's not really. You could try playing it back. I probably do play back foot cut shots quite a bit, which have worked fairly well to counteract it, but a pitch like this is not really bouncing through. It is tough as we come back for the, I think, second day here. Nice blue skies, sun beaming down. Our average now is above 50, which is nice. So, just keep that up. Is this one, we're late on it. It's a quick first up delivery for us. Who was this, Sandu? I think it might have been Sandu steaming in. Now it's going to be Riley Meredith, he's got 2 wickets. We come back. It's a beautiful shot for 4. I haven't been paying attention to the scoreboard, but we're now 5 for 99. So not good. I think, who's out? Labuschagne and Wildermuth, I think, are the guys out. So yeah, we're in a little bit of strife. Is this one? They're not going to appeal. Where did that come off? We're going to look at the replay. Have a look at this one. It is a good bumper. I wasn't expecting it, and that's come off the glove for sure. It's come right off the glove, and the keeper, he definitely. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that's why, because it bounced. I guess it's a bit hard to tell. It was a bit glitchy going into the gloves, as that is a cracking shot. Well fielded. That's 4 runs saved, or 3 runs saved, I should say. But yeah, I guess it must have bounced into the gloves. That is a beautiful shot. They've got their man back again. We beat him on the point side yesterday, and now we've hit it straight enough. It's beat him in front of him now. That's great batting. It's just fantastic batting. So 39 or 46. We're approaching yet again another half century. We're just picking them off like flies, dude. It's becoming a bit of a walk in the park for us to get these half centuries. There's always, early in the innings, there's always a little bit of trouble. I feel like we've had a little bit of luck, a few drop catches, this and that. We honestly, I said a bit of luck. We've honestly had a fair bit of luck. I feel like there has been quite a few drop catches. This one, is that going to be a catch? No, it's 59 meters. Not a big boundary at all. Meredith is not happy about that one. I sort of knew it was a short boundary, so that's why anything short, I was going to try to hit it over the rope, and we just got enough on it into the clubhouse there. But the man on the rope, he was in with a good shot, just a couple of meters back, or a couple of meter longer boundaries, and would have been a wicket. But we get away with it. Well, not to get away, we went for 6, so got to be pretty happy, as that's going to be a 4 down the ground. I think that's going to be our 50, right? 50 off 50 balls. Don't you love to see it? Once again, 4 6s, 6 4s. What am I saying? 6 4s and 1 6, you freaking ding dong. But yeah, we're looking good. We're looking real good. Look at that for a shot. Just standing to watch that beauty. Just gone straight past Meredith. He's steaming in, but we love the pace. We love the pace on the ball. It's, the quicker it comes in, the quicker it goes off the bat. So Meredith, he was bowling great. He was like 2 for 20 odd off his 7 overs. Now he's copped a bit because we're smoking it. So apologies for that one, but we're batting beautifully. But this, we're still in a tough spot. We trail by 125 with 5 wickets down. Again, it's up to us. It's up to us to, and this is the chance to really go on, make a big one, and and bring us out of the bit of a slump with the batting at the minute. Not personal slump, but a team slump, I should say. Is again deja vu once again. That's a beautiful shot, just straight past the bowler. The pitch is a beauty. You know, we should be scoring. The team should be scoring more runs. It's an absolute belter. As Bell has now come around the wicket, which we always love. As that one is flicked away. That's going to be 4 as well. The boundaries are so short and it's so quick across the field that any sort of timing and it's going to go, which feels good. It feels good after coming from the last match, which we had to run our 2s and 3s very, very hard to pick up any runs. As this one is short, we have absolutely smoked it. Oh, that felt good. 95 meters. That was a big hit. Just crack. He's come around the wicket. You know, like I said, it's not our favorite angle to work with. We've got out quite a few times to that in the left-handers, but bowling it short to these square boundaries, I mean, that was 6 anywhere in the world, but great shot. As again, this one, bit of a top edge. The man running back has taken the freaking blinder. You have got to be kidding me. Oh, no. Oh, you can't believe it. The man takes an absolute screamer. He was in off the rope. He's gone back and taken it. Oh, we've got out again. 68. Oh, what can I say? It should have gone. It was just a bit of a top edge. We didn't quite get it, and we paid the ultimate price. You know, again, dude. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the series. We will come back for the second part in this match, and I'll see you guys then.